welcome back to Trees and Turtles. My name is Imogen, and in today's video I'm sharing why you should be setting bigger goals, okay? If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and let's get started. So one of my favourite ways to achieve more is to aim higher, okay? Aim to achieve more. And that sounds like something that's super dumb, okay? Like, obviously, if you aim high, you're going to achieve more, but not a lot of people do it. And an example of this could be you want to read 100 books this year. Okay, now increase that goal. You want to read 150 books this year. Okay, now you've done nothing except change your goal, but ultimately your brain now knows that you're going to have to work harder to achieve that. So you're going to achieve your original goal with more ease. Right, so my number one reason is motivation and inspiration. Okay, bigger goals often come with a higher level of intrinsic motivation. Okay, what sounds more exciting to you? Does visiting one country sound more exciting to you, or going on like a massive 2-week tour around Europe? Okay, which of those goals sounds more exciting to you? Now, if there's a particular country you really want to visit, maybe the first goal does, but I would say probably the majority of you would choose the second goal, okay? The challenge and excitement associated with achieving ambitious objectives can really inspire people to work harder and persist through difficulties. So motivation and inspiration is the number one thing. Number two, bigger goals stretch your comfort zones, okay? It really encourages you to step out of your comfort zone. Growth and learning occur when individuals are faced with challenges that really push their boundaries. This is true for me, it's true for you, it's true for probably every other human on the planet, okay? So it really helps you develop new skills and capabilities, and something that you're not sure that you could do, it suddenly becomes something that you just did, okay? So a really good example of this, again, I'm going to use a travel example because why not? But a couple of years ago, I was working at the time, so this was a weekend trip, but I got up super early on the Saturday. I travelled to Bruges. This was my first solo international trip. I went to a music festival, I saw my favourite band, it was amazing. I travelled back on the Sunday, and I had several problems during that trip. Like, for example, I got lost in a train station, I forgot a charging adapter, so my phone battery was running down. It was really stressful, but the point was that trip really stretched my comfort zone, okay? And now I know that I can successfully do international travel solo even when things go wrong, and everything was fine. I had a great time, I got back home, I was safe, and I had some wonderful memories from the trip, okay? So bigger goals will stretch your comfort zone. Number three, increased resilience. Now this is linked to the comfort zone point, but pursuing larger goals involves overcoming obstacles. It involves more exposure to failure, okay? It involves a lot of setbacks. So this process really helps you build resilience and learn to navigate challenges and bounce back from failures, okay? So resilience is a valuable trait. Like, you can apply resilience to anything in life, but by setting larger goals, you are automatically setting yourself up to build resilience. Also, it can bring enhanced creativity, okay? So bigger goals often require more thinking and problem solving. So when individuals set ambitious objectives, they're more likely to think outside the box, explore innovative solutions and develop a creative mindset. Like, you have to think on your feet, okay, when you've got really big goals, and sometimes things will go wrong and then you've got to problem solve because the success of this big goal depends entirely on you. Also, it can improve your focus and prioritisation. So large goals often demand a higher level of focus and strategic thinking. Okay, so if you consider the example of a university degree, now which are you going to work harder for? Are you going to work harder for your 2,000 word essay in first year, or your 10,000 word dissertation, okay? Which one did you put more energy into? I really hope it's your dissertation, because that is what you should be putting more energy into. Alright, so that's just an example from academia, but this can lead to better prioritization of tasks and resources. If you have larger goals, you're aligning your efforts with the achievement of the overarching goal, and you're thinking big rather than thinking small, okay? So it can really improve your focus, and your brain's like, wow, this is a big task, we got to take this seriously, okay? Personal growth. So pursuing bigger goals fosters personal development. Overall, this is a personal growth and productivity channel, so I obviously have to mention this. It gives you opportunities to discover your strengths, weaknesses, and your areas for improvement, so you learn a lot about yourself as well in the process of pursuing larger goals. Overcoming challenges associated with these big goals contributes a lot to your personal growth. So you're overcoming challenges, you're building resilience, you're learning about yourself. It is a win-win situation for your personal growth. Also, Pursuing bigger goals helps ensure a long-term vision, okay? So it really allows you to think beyond the now. It allows you to think beyond the next month or the next year, okay? It can allow you to open yourself up to decade planning, all right? So think about your future and the impact that you want to make, and this long-term perspective can really guide your decision making and actions, providing a sense of purpose and direction beyond the immediate and beyond the everyday. Also, it can increase your confidence. Now, I've kind of mentioned this a little bit earlier in the video, but successfully achieving larger goals really boosts your self-confidence. You get a huge sense of accomplishment. Imagine if you, I don't know, traveled to 100 countries, or you got a PhD, or you set up, a really successful business. You would be so happy with yourself, right? You would be like, hell yeah, I did that. Okay? So this can really empower you and lead to a kind of positive feedback loop in your mind where you're encouraging yourself to tackle even more significant challenges, and you're like, oh well, I did that, well I can do an even larger goal this time, and then you achieve more and more. So it's kind of like a virtuous circle. Also, I did want to make a little point about giving back. So the impact and contribution with larger goals is obviously larger. So you're making a more substantial impact or contribution to a cause, community, or organisation. So for example, think about doing a fundraiser, okay? If you aim to raise £100 for a charity, amazing, fantastic, I'm sure they're going to be incredibly grateful. But imagine you aimed to raise £1,000 for a charity and you upscaled your fundraising, that's 10 times already. That is 10 times bigger. Okay, so this sense of purpose and contribution can really bring a deeper level of satisfaction and personal fulfillment, because you're like, oh my gosh, that was amazing. We made such a huge impact, okay? So any kind of giving back is good, but larger goals can help you give back even more. And finally, this is my favourite point from the entire video, but pursuing larger goals sets a standard of excellence, okay? You're setting a standard of excellence for yourself, and what I mean by that is you're always striving to be better, and you're always striving to improve the person that you are. So it really encourages you to aim higher, continuously strive for improvement, learn more, be better, maintain high expectations and standards for yourself. And that is a characteristic that is going to serve you well in the long term, because you are continuously trying to be a better person, you're continuously trying to improve the best that you can be, okay? So set a standard of excellence for yourself. Be outstanding. This is the biggest and most important thing that I want you to take from this video, is setting larger goals contributes to you being outstanding, and it contributes to your personal excellence, okay? So go and chase your dreams. Right, that's all I have for this video. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that. Give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye!